Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to the VNR Moo-V
Podcast.
Yeah, that's, she is V, I am R.
Yes.
And,
Woo.
we just finished eating
Yes.
dinner. We both had our days, at work. I've done most of my studying throughout the week, so
That's pretty awesome.
yeah, I always do like extra studying on the weekends, so I
Yeah.
can spend one day out of the week to kind of just like bludge, I guess.
Yes. That's pretty awesome, really. Study.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna need to have another. I still need to set things up with my school too.
Yes.
Have I mentioned this on the podcast yet?
No.
I haven't.
I'm not too sure. Probably no.
Actually,
Did you?
I actually can't remember.
Yes,
maybe I won't mention it
Yes.
anyway because it's not the. Maybe we ought to mention it because the
Yes.
first time we tried to do this episode,
Yep.
it was in preparation for that event,
Yes.
but
It
I
kinda
guess,
failed.
yeah, it failed. I don't know. Maybe I had the bitrate too high. Maybe my internet just
Yes.
wasn't good enough. Maybe my hardware wasn't powerful enough. It's
Yeah.
who knows what went wrong. But hey, something else we're in the banter part of the show. So, last week, or rather, I guess last episode,
Yeah.
I meant to say. Last episode, we mentioned a certain somebody that harassed us, and
Yes, we have.
yeah, and you know who you are. We're not going to
Yes.
say your name because apparently you bitched to V again.
Yes,
luckily, luckily
this person did.
luckily I blocked you. So
Yes.
so I am untouchable.
Yes.
La, 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 la.
He is. There's nothing that you can do about.
Yeah, I am.
There's nothing that somebody can do about.
Yeah, unless you figure out where I live. But yeah, I'm not gonna.
Did somebody right?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not
Nah.
gonna tell you that. Nah, 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 nah,
He lives
nah.
with me. I'm joking.
Oh no.
I'm
Should we?
No,
no.
I'm joking.
Should you? No. Do you want to? Do you want to be a little bit more honest with our audience?
Yes, we are just friends. Me and Matt are just friends.
Hey, this is a V&R movie
Yes,
podcast.
guys.
We weren't supposed to say our names, but we've said it.
Oh, this is the second time.
Yeah, we've said our names several times before.
Oh my
And
god.
in all fairness, we are just friends.
Yes.
And to be even more fair, I accidentally said her name several times
Yes.
before that.
Yes.
I guess we may as well not mention
Yes.
his name still anyway because
No.
yeah, we all,
It's in the previous video if you want to watch.
yeah, I guess
Yes.
so. Yeah, the Queen Elizabeth episode, which did a respectable amount of
Yes.
a respectable performance
Yes.
for this little podcast that we
Yes.
started.
It
Is there something else we're gonna talk about?
Um,
Oh yeah, I
but
think so.
I think so. Is anything happened in the world that you want to discuss? About any like pop culture, any celebrity deaths, or like any like there's no breaking news?
The first thing that comes to my mind is North Korea apparently
Yes.
sending a missile
Yeah,
over Japan or
yes.
whatever, but
and there's one coming, I think.
yeah, maybe that's
Yes.
maybe this isn't the place to discuss that.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a new teaser trailer for Mario.
Oh yeah,
The animation.
I've seen a few seconds of that.
I haven't.
Apparently, it's people seem to be kind of split on
Yes.
on Chris Pratt as Mario.
Yeah. I prefer the original Mario. Voice
Yeah, I
actor
mean,
guy.
I wonder why they didn't bring him back.
Yes.
Probably just because of Hollywood's obsession with
Yeah.
casting celebrities rather
Yes.
than voice
Like
actors.
this.
Yeah, but I think that's enough.
If we can put it off, if not,
I
that'd
think-
be like shame.
I think that's enough of the banter.
Yes.
So let's
Into
move
that
on.
fun-
So, like I said, we were this was something that we were going to be tempted to talk about before, but it just didn't pan out. And I needed to put it off because I just couldn't like face the music again. I was too bitter about it. But now it's you know, like no time like the present, I guess. So this is what we're going to talk about. And this is so Greek mythology. Yeah, this is the Greek pantheon. Some of them you can probably identify. Some of them probably more difficult. So let's. I'm gonna point towards some of these characters, and you can guess who they are. Start with her.
Don't know.
Neither do I. Maybe she's a muse. I don't know.
Yes.
This person.
Don't know.
Hermes.
Oh really?
The messenger god.
Ah.
This is. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
This is the Sphinx.
Really?
Yeah, this is the paws.
Yes.
Is this the body? I can't tell. There's I don't know who this is.
It can't be Zeus. Zeus is like
don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. I don't know who this Indian looking guy is. This person.
Yeah.
Or this.
Yes.
They should have thrown in some more identifying characteristics. I don't know. I'm looking at this guy and he might be Apollo, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this person in the armor and the weaponry is Ares, the god of war.
Yeah.
This half nude woman, I'm guessing, is Aphrodite.
Yeah.
I've got a interesting story to that mentioned that involves her when we get to that.
Yes.
This is probably Eros.
Eros?
Yeah, Eros.
It's like a Cupid.
Well, Cupid is I'm guessing is whom
yes.
Is whom I'm guessing Cupid is based on.
Yes.
I don't know who or what this is. Maybe this is
I can't saw that.
Maybe this is Pan. I don't know. This is maybe this is Poseidon's son.
Yeah.
Because he's got a similar kind of looking instrument, but this has to be Poseidon right here because he's actually got the trident.
Yes.
And this is Zeus, the king of the gods. There's an eagle over here. I don't know who. Okay, I'm assuming this woman right next to her is Hera.
Yeah.
His wife, but I don't know who this woman behind him is. That's
Don't know.
Yeah, and this is probably Athena.
Yeah.
Who are wearing armor and carrying a lance as well. So what do you know about Greek mythology?
I know it's got Hercules and Hades and Zeus. I know it's 12 Hercules had to do like 12 hard work of labor.
Yeah. Interestingly,
I know you had to fight like a.
Well, interestingly, Hercules is not in Greek mythology.
What, really?
Yeah, I'll. That's kind of another episode.
So the movie just lied?
Probably didn't do it on purpose, but basically.
Yes.
Greek mythology. These are some stories that date back many thousands of years.
Like A, B, C, C.
Yeah. They've been taken from other various cultures.
Yes.
They've been implemented in various art forms, like classical Renaissance art, like this work. I mean, it looks like Renaissance. I don't know if it actually is. You've also got like literature. You've got
poems.
Anime.
No.
You've also got anime. You've got films.
Yes.
Video games as well.
Theatre plays.
Yeah, definitely.
Theatres.
So, what do you think your earliest exposure to Greek mythology was?
It was Hercules animation by Disney.
Disney's Hercules.
Yes.
And, but what do you think of that movie?
I like it. It's got Hercules. It's got the Zeus. This one was cute, and when I was like growing up, I saw Clash of Clans.
Yeah, it's a
or Clash of Titans, something like
that. That was a game, wasn't it?
No, the movie.
Clash of Clans? Wait,
Not Clash of Clans, Attack on...
Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans, yes. My bad.
Yeah, my experience is similar. I think I had roughly the same kind of exposure to Greek mythology as you did. I think I vaguely remember being exposed to Disney's Hercules, like way long ago,
Yeah.
but too young to remember much about it.
Yeah.
What really got me interested in Greek mythology because
God of War.
yeah,
God of War. Yes. God of War.
God of War 1. That's
Yeah.
really what got me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and so because of I had an obsession with God
God
of
of
War.
War. You was getting more into the history of geek mythology.
Well, yeah, I
research.
studied Greek mythology myself.
Yes,
Watched
I mean.
various documentaries.
It's really good.
Yeah, it was it's all pretty some fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
So but before we actually before we look at all that there is some I'm just gonna look at the because when you want to do like I feel like we should provide some context.
Yes.
Some how Greek mythology started.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pull up a timeline.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm just gonna change the image now. So this is from, I don't remember which video this is from.
Yes.
Which video this
The
thumbnail
10.
this thumbnail is from, but this is
Yeah.
apparently it's on the primordial gods, which is I don't think I need to explain what that means.
No.
I mean primordial gods.
Yes, the Omega ones.
So yeah, I don't know if I'd say that necessarily, but
Pardon? Okay. Sorry about that, everyone.
let's give VM a moment.
I'm back. Love you. Bye.
Okay, so yeah, so before we move into examine the myths that I actually do want to
Yeah.
talk about the most, we're going to provide some context or the basic backstory of Greek mythology.
Yes.
So I'm going to read out from a timeline because
Yeah.
I know most of this stuff. I basically know the original myths myself, so rather I know the myths that we're going to talk about, myself pretty well.
Yeah.
So, but the timeline is pretty obtuse, I guess, and it's a bit hard to remember, or rather hard to remember a few of the details. I know most of the details myself, but I don't have the confidence to just let's say them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking at this is from helenicaworld.com.
Oh wow.
Helenicaworld.com.
Yeah.
Helenicaworld.com. Helenicaworld.com. I
Yes.
think it's that one. Helenicaworld.com. Anyway, so the ages referenced in this section are the 5 ages of man of Hesiod. Before Hesiod's age, the birth of the world, 1800 BC to 1710 BC. 1788, chaos gives birth to Gaia. 17700, Gaia gives birth to Uranus.
Oh wow.
Yep. 1750, Uranus rapes Gaia.
Oh wow.
The Hecatoncheires, Cyclops, and the Titans are born. Shaft tombs at Messenia constructed between 1740 and 1450 BC.
Yes.
1710, the Titans fight Uranus and eventually he is defeated by Kronos.
Oh wow.
Yep.
But it's not. We just let you know it's not Kronos from the games. Is it like a? Just letting everyone knows that different Kronos.
I mean, they should just.
Again.
They should just know that.
Yes.
And so, do you want to guess how Kronos defeated Uranus?
No. How?
Okay.
By the hair. Cut the eye, the head off.
Well, he cuts something.
The eyes.
Okay. I'll explain it to you. Okay. Okay. The thing is, the Titans. Kronos was a Titan.
Yes.
Uranus was afraid that his children would usurp his power.
Yeah.
So he kept them inside Gaia.
Oh wow.
Yes, yeah. Instead of, so she never birthed them.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah. And, yeah. And Uranus would periodically rape Gaia.
Yes.
Yeah. So knowing Uranus's weakness, Gaia conceived a sickle, which is a little a little sword,
Yeah.
a little hooked weapon.
Yes.
And while Uranus was vaping Gaia, Kronos took the sickle and cut Uranus's junk off.
Oh wow.
Yes.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, that's
That's pretty good. That's so. I understand why he would do that.
yeah.
Yes.
And I guess what happened to those to Uranus's parts?
He had him. Or burn him.
Well, they were thrown into the ocean where they transformed into Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty.
Oh,
and love.
really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is.
So then after that, Kronos became the the new king of the world.
Well, yeah.
King of
Of the world.
king of the world, king of the Titans.
Yes.
And let's see. Okay, I'll go back to that.
Yes.
Okay, that's next.
Yes, it is.
So Kronos wedded his sister Rhea, who would give birth to children for him. But I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree
Yes.
because Kronos was likewise paranoid that his children would usurp power from him.
Yeah.
And his precaution was
Yes.
to eat them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
I still can't believe that was him.
that's Kronos
Looks so disturbing.
over here, and this is
Yeah.
one of his babies.
You know that reminds me. How does it? Doesn't look like a baby. It looks like a full-grown.
I mean,
Baby then.
who's I
Yeah.
could say.
But like, this reminds me of Attack of Titans, the anime. The way he just. I know he doesn't either. It just reminds like it just looks like it.
Even though I haven't seen Attack on Titan, it does kind of look like that.
Yes.
Like, from what I have seen of Attack on Titan, they do kind of look like this.
Yes. But more disturbing way, more cringy. But Attack on Titan is more like disturbing, cringy way.
I gotta watch that show.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's move on. Yeah. Okay.
that-
So yeah.
yes,
Let's move on.
Zeus.
Yeah, this is Zeus, and
He doesn't look
No.
tall.
I mean,
But like in the statue.
I don't know. Maybe this is a pretty big statue. I don't know.
Yes.
So anyway, as I was saying, Rhea, having had enough of Kronos eating her babies, she took the newest baby Zeus,
Yes.
hid him away. I think he might have been given away to nymphs or I don't,
Yes.
I don't remember exactly how he was hidden away, but
He was hidden away somewhere.
yeah. But anyway, so instead of giving Kronos the baby Zeus,
Yeah.
Rhea gave him a rock,
Yeah.
and I guess being a bit of a dumbass, he ate the rock, not
Really?
not thinking much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, years later, Zeus, he tricks Kronos into throwing up all of his siblings, which were Hades,
Yes.
Poseidon,
Then.
Demeter, and Hera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and this led to the Great War, which I think
Yes.
this is that right here.
Yeah. Great of Olympus.
Yeah, the Titanomachy.
Yes.
Yeah, this is I can't really identify who's
Yes.
who
same.
here, but yeah, this is the Titanomachy. There's a lot of nudity in these
Yes.
ancient Greek
Yes.
works of art. No, not necessarily complaining. It's just that it's kind of interesting. That's
Yes.
how these artists kind of
Yeah.
did it.
Yes.
Yeah. So the way the okay,
Was it?
some more details. So it was the Titans versus the
The
god.
gods of Olympus.
The gods of Olympus, and
Didn't they lose the Titans?
yeah, the Titans did lose, but the gods had some other of Uranus's long forgotten children
Yes.
to aid them. They recruited the Cyclops and the
Yes.
Hecatoncheires,
Yeah.
and they made some of the weapons that
Actually made the weapons.
I think it was the Cyclops that or maybe the Hecatonchides that
Yes.
made the Zeus's thunderbolt,
Bolt.
which is
That looks cool. It's on the head. It's on the book. Looks so cool.
yeah, and
Yes.
so let's move on.
There's a lot of deaths, sacrifice, and all that.
So anyway, the battle was ended with between Zeus and this handsome fellow right here, Typhoon.
Who's Typhoon?
Typhoon. He is a monster birthed by Gaia, who was he had.
Oh yeah.
Well, as you can see, he had like a
like a
snakes for
and
legs.
yes.
And I don't know if he.
Have wings.
I don't remember him having wings. This
Yeah.
looks like it might be based on ancient design
Yeah.
because of if you look at ancient Greek artwork, it's all on pots with
Yes.
kind of drawn in this fashion. It looks like it's just based
Yeah.
on that style, and it's not actually from that. So
Yeah.
so basically, I've had several versions of this story. Some of them, it's Zeus throws a lightning bolt at Typhoon, and that defeats.
Never heard of Typhoon.
And that defeats Typhoon.
Yeah.
And as he slips down into the underworld, he drags the rest of the Titans with him.
Oh really?
Yeah, something else I hear is that Zeus actually lifted up a giant mountain and he like crushed a typhoon is it Typhoon or Typhoon? Whatever.
Yes.
He crushes Typhoon with it, and that's probably the actual story because it was this kind of belief that this mountain that was in the I think was it Mount Vesuvius?
Yeah.
I don't think it's Mount.
No.
I think it is Mount Vesuvius.
Not
actually.
too sure.
I think it's Mount Vesuvius
Yeah.
because it was believed that Mount Vesuvius, which was this active volcano,
Yes.
whenever it erupted, that was believed to be a typhoon trying to come
Yes.
out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Poor Titans got defeated.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's lucky for us that
Yes.
Typhoon never got out.
Yes, exactly.
So let's see if we should move on. I guess we'll do that. Get
Yes.
to that in a moment.
Is that Sparta? And like Rome?
Hold on, I just went backwards.
Yes.
Okay. So, the world was divided between the three brothers that
Yeah.
won the Great War. Zeus got the heavens and
Yeah.
the sky. Poseidon got the sea,
Yeah.
and Hades got the
underworld.
Yeah, the underworld. And I guess that's the backstory
Yes, it
of
is.
Greek mythology.
It
So
is.
let's look at some actual myths. And
Yes.
can you guess what's who this is?
That's the I don't know whose name, but I know that if looking at eyes, so with M or something like that, so she starts with an M.
Okay.
But well, she's like a snake kind of thing. But if you look at her eyes, she actually turns to stone. And the reason why to kill her is chop off her head.
Okay. Well,
I forgot her name. I don't know her name. It starts with M.
we'll get to her name, and you're
Yes.
right. It does start with an M.
Yes,
but,
it's
we-
happening out, so I could be wrong.
Well, this is this handsome fellow over here is Perseus.
Oh really?
Yeah, and we'll because we're looking at the myth of Perseus actually.
Yes.
So let's start that.
I thought it was the myth of all the myth of creatures.
Now we're looking at this. We're looking at the myth of Perseus and
Yeah.
one other myth. So
Yes.
we're looking at two specific myths,
Yeah.
or I guess three if you want to count the Titanomachy,
Yes.
which I guess we technically covered. Okay.
Oh,
So
well.
we'll start. I guess we'll start on this image because
Yes.
this is pretty much where our story begins. So
Yes.
So Perseus's mother, I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
Sorry. I guess Perseus's grandfather is a king of somewhere, who does not have a male heir. So he approaches an oracle who asks, "Hey, this is my daughter. Will she birth me an heir? Like a grandson?"
Oh wow.
And she's like, she'll bear you a grandson, but he'll kill you." And he's like, "Holy shit."
Yes.
So, he can't have that. He can't have his grandson and heir killing him, so he does the rational thing. He locks his daughter up in the tower.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yep.
Just for like to get more air.
No, just so that his heir doesn't kill him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so instead of so guess what happens next?
Well, she has another baby. And...
Yeah, well, yes, basically. Rule of thumb is I guess if you're writing Greek mythology, a reliable Deus ex machina is that if you encounter a problem, make Zeus fuck it.
Really?
Literally, yes, because
Fuck.
while this Perseus's mother was locked in the tower, Zeus took the form of a cloud, approached the tower, transformed himself into a golden rain, a golden shower of rain.
Yes.
No giggling, please.
I'm fine.
And he, and he poured himself into the tower where he had sex with Perseus's mother.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
is it Perseus is like God's brother?
Pardon?
If Perseus is his brother or his uncle?
Perseus is Zeus's son.
Son.
Yes.
I see.
Wait, did I mention that? I mean, it was implied because we're talking about Perseus's mother.
Oh yes, his wife.
Yeah. So that baby becomes Perseus.
Yeah.
So after that, he banishes them.
Yes.
To I think it was a fishing town.
Oh wow, that's alright.
Yeah, and
in the human world.
in the human world.
Yes.
So apparently and Perseus's mother was still an attractive woman. Despite Perseus being
yes.
I don't know if let's say Perseus was grown at this point.
Yeah.
Apparently his mother was still hot enough for I guess the Lord to kind of go after.
Yes.
She must have been a real MILF.
She must be.
Yeah. And Perseus is doesn't want his mother to marry this evil lord.
Yeah.
And he's like, fine, I won't marry her if you can bring me the head of Medusa. Who
Medusa, my bad.
Yeah, who was just in the original version of this story, she was just a monster.
Yes.
No backstory.
No, just a monster.
Yeah, just a monster. The whole thing about this is probably another episode, but the whole thing about her getting raped by Poseidon, that was years and years later.
Yes.
And interestingly, it wasn't meant to humanize her. It was meant to it was the ancient Greeks were very much into victim blaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
They do. So I'm just tired. I'm just yawning. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, Perseus is meant to go get this head.
Yes.
And as he's on making his journey, he's encountered by gods that give him tools to help him complete this task of his.
Yes.
He's given a shield, a reflective shield, so that he can traverse Medusa's lair without having to look directly at her.
Yes.
He's given a helmet of invisibility.
Wow.
Yeah, he's given.
That's pretty good.
And he's given a bag to carry her head in. I mean,
yes.
Who'd I mean,
that's really insane.
Yeah, a wonderful gift from the god. This bag. So yeah, he goes into Medusa's lair and cuts her head off.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That's pretty
awesome. And they also give him winged boots.
Oh really? Winged boots so he can fly?
Yeah, basically.
Oh wow.
And you see that in the Percy Jackson movie.
Yes, but is it based on the actual mythology of Percy Jackson? The books?
That's a complicated question.
Yeah, but
so anyway, you can see Perseus pictured here receiving some of these gifts.
Yes.
That's Athena right there.
Yes. I see the wing boots. I see a shield.
Yeah, and the helmet, which is and it makes him look pretty visible to me. But
he looks gorgeous, whatever. And then even maybe his love interest, maybe.
Pardon?
Maybe his love interest. That's what there. Athena.
No. Like I told you, that's Athena.
Athena. No.
She's a god. That's giving him
like a shield.
Yeah, tools to help aid him in his quest.
Yes.
because apparently Zeus does actually look after his kids.
Oh, that's
You
surprising.
know, when he himself isn't
Yeah.
committing a filicide.
Yes. Even children that Zeus has.
All of them.
Like literally all of them.
Apparently, I
Like
guess.
1 billion.
I don't know. Let's just say so.
Yes.
So anyway, as I was so let's move on. Okay, this is
Ooh,
this is
they look spicy here.
yeah. So after Perseus acquired the head of Medusa, and he was making his way back to the fishing village, because there was also a condition that if he doesn't acquire the head of Medusa before a certain amount of time,
Yes.
before a given amount of time, his mother is going to have to wed this lord.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think it was actually intended that he was going to marry his mother anyway, because the lord assumed that Perseus would have died on that quest.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, thanks to the help of the gods, he was able to retrieve the head of Medusa.
Yes.
And there's a sea monster right here, and
Looks nice.
yeah, and this is Andromeda,
Ah.
the woman that Perseus saves and makes his wife.
Oh wow, she looks a beauty.
Oh
She's a
yeah.
beauty. Gorgeous, like a MILF.
I don't know. She's probably a bit further younger than a
Oh, I
MILF.
was gonna say that then. Sorry.
I mean, if anything, it's plausible that she's actually a teenager. If you actually look into the like art history.
Do you know that she's a teenager?
I mean, I don't know for sure. I've absolutely no information on
Yes.
this model. Maybe she is maybe she is an adult.
Yes.
But if you're
It's hard to tell.
back in the day that this image that
Yes.
this painting was made, teenage girls got married and had kids.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, that's
Even younger than that.
yeah, that's worth considering.
Yes, my bad.
And as you can see, Perseus is riding a Pegasus,
Yes.
the winged horse.
Pegasus.
Yeah, which is actually
Looks kind of unicorn.
which is actually a bit of artistic license, because Perseus did not ride Pegasus in the original version of this myth.
Oh wow.
He used the winged sandals,
Oh.
which is he still weighing? I can't tell. I don't think so.
No.
So, but anyway, despite all odds against him, he does make it to the wedding, and anyway, so yeah, he does make it to the wedding,
Yes.
and he
Does his mother actually did not say when he did did make it? Did he stop the wed?
yes, he did stop the wedding by presenting the Lord with the head of Medusa, thereby turning him into stone.
Oh wow.
Yep. I mean, what a dramatic irony.
Yes, that's why she's talking turn the heads.
Yep.
My bad.
And also, if you're wondering how the whole Pegasus's dad thing ended up,
Yeah.
it went
Bad or good?
yeah. Well, okay. Okay. I know what happens. It was during some kind of oh geez, I don't remember the exact circumstances,
Yes.
but Pegasus had I think a discus
Yeah.
where he threw it wrong, I think, and it landed on, and it hit Perseus's grandfather in the head, killing him.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, so way more accidental than you might have suspected. So yeah, that's basically the myth of Perseus right there. It's been adapted into into movies, video games, books.
Books, games, comics.
Yep. So yeah, that's one myth. So let's look at the other
Yes.
one. This is probably Odysseus. Yep, it's
Who's
Odysseus.
he?
It's Odysseus. It says so right up
Yes.
there. And this is okay, I'm gonna explain to you the myth of Odysseus.
Yeah.
Now, you can actually I guess there's two parts to this myth. There's the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yeah,
The-
the Odyssey.
The Odyssey is a is something of a sequel to the Iliad,
Yeah.
and it's basically let's see what the image after this one is. Okay, do you know what this is?
A seahorse.
No,
A horse.
no.
Like a.
Well, it is a horse, but
It's a tomb.
no. Okay, I'm gonna explain this to you.
Yes.
So, okay, Troy. You might not be familiar with the name Troy, but I think you might be familiar with the name the Trojan War.
No.
You're not? Okay. Well, I think you might be familiar with as I keep going. So just put a pin in that. Okay, the Trojan War between Troy and Ithaca, I believe, lasted for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and Perseus devised this plan where he would construct a giant wooden horse as a symbol of peace.
Yeah.
So please have this giant horse as a symbol of peace.
Yeah.
And so the Trojans accepted the horse, and they brought it into their city, and closed the gates.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I see it. Yeah. Oh my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But little did the Trojans know that the horse had some soldiers inside, and under the cover of night, when everyone was sleeping and it was quiet, and they were
Someone stole it.
and they were all inhibited, like intoxicated from partying and
Yes.
celebrating. The Ithacans killed everyone.
The Ithacans.
Yeah, and sacked the city of Troy.
Damn.
Yeah. And by the way, that's the Trojan horse.
Yes. Looks nice.
Yeah, this is probably a.
I wish it's real.
This is probably a
Could be
more.
real, but
This is probably a more modern
yes.
drawing.
Yeah, it just reminds me like the Odyssey game of Assassin's Creed I play, like with the all mentioned Odyssey, like Achilles Thetis.
I haven't played
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
That's why its name is Odyssey. You know what I mean? Like because of that. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say next?
I just know about the Romans and I think in the war and that's what I eat.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
so let's proceed. What's after this?
Oh, he looks like a giant.
Okay, I guess this is just a good place as any to start the next
Yes.
one. So, Perseus, rather Odysseus.
Yes.
I hope I don't get their names
No,
too confused.
I did say yes.
I hope I don't get the names confused
Yes.
too much because they sound, they end kind of the same way.
Yeah.
So on the way out, after sacking the city, they make their way to return home to Ithaca,
Yeah.
and they run into some trouble. They land on an island,
Yeah.
and they move into a cave somewhere. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably should have researched this episode a bit more because I'm a little fuzzier on the details.
Yes.
But I do remember the plot points because, unfortunately for them, they run into a cyclops, a
Really?
giant. Yeah, this is him right here, as you can see. The one
Oh,
eye.
the Cyclops.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he eats a few of the
Yeah.
of Odysseus' soldiers.
Yeah.
And he Odysseus tries to charm the Cyclops to
Yes.
get him to let his guard down.
Yeah.
So he presents him with some alcohol or some wine
Yeah.
that's really potent, and you shouldn't drink it undiluted.
Yes.
But he gives it to the Cyclops undiluted, and the Cyclops is like, "Oh, thanks. For this, I'll eat you last.
Yes.
What's your name?" And Odysseus is like, "Yeah, you can call me Nobody."
Yes.
Like, "Oh, thanks, Nobody." So as he's drunk off his ass, this happens. Odysseus takes a giant wooden stake and stabs the Cyclops in the eye.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and
poor thing.
Yeah, and the other Cyclops, and he's like, "Oh,
No,
my eye, I'm
I'm
fucking my eye."
fine.
And the other Cyclops is like, "Well, what's going on? Who did this to you?"
Yeah.
"Nobody did it. Nobody did it."
Yeah.
And what are you talking about? Who's no?
Yes, loads of like people behind him as well.
Yeah, so
looking at it.
yeah, because his vision was impaired.
Yes.
They were able to sneak under some. They were able to sneak away on their ship.
Yeah.
But Odysseus decided to try and rub it in, and say. And by telling the Cyclops, hey, guess what? My name's not nobody. It's Odysseus.
Yes.
But little did Odysseus know that he didn't make things easier for himself because Odysseus needed to sail home.
Yes, he does.
On the sea.
Yeah.
And unlucky for him, this Cyclops' daddy was Poseidon.
Really?
The god of the sea. Yeah, so Poseidon was going to make things it's going to make going home a very, very much more difficult for Odysseus. And at this point, I don't know, the exact order of the timeline. I think I'm gonna mess it up a bit. So forgive me, Greek mythology fans. I should have tried harder. Okay, so I guess we'll just look at some of the things that happened to Odysseus on the way.
Yeah.
So so this is Odysseus right here, and these are the sirens. Beautiful maidens that could, lured that sang so beautifully. They lured sailors towards them, where they would inevitably crash their ships on the rocks.
Yes.
Odysseus wanted to hear the songs, so he had his crew, block their ears.
Yes.
And tie him to the mast so that he could listen to the music, and they wouldn't let him go.
Go.
So no matter how hard he tried,
he wouldn't let him go.
Yeah, because they also almost forgot about this. They also sang so beautifully that any crew member would jump on board to swim towards them.
Yes.
So yeah, that's that.
That's alright, really.
Oh, and this is another part of the myth. Okay.
Yes.
Odysseus was at a bit of a crossroads. He needed to
What's got defeat?
There was goddamn. What's wrong with it? Why isn't this coming off?
I can do it.
I got it.
It's black with bow ties, very neat. Hope you like it. Because it's water.
Yeah, water's good.
Yes. Water's good, but you can't do too much. If you drink too much, it actually takes away the good toxins.
The good toxins?
And then the good good whatever.
Okay.
Flush for the good stuff.
Okay, well, as I was saying, Odysseus, he was at a bit of a crossroads where he needed to on one side there was like a bunch of rocks that you'd have to sail through.
Yes.
And there was on the other side was a very narrow strip between a whirlpool and this monstrosity, the Scylla.
Yeah.
Which was a terrible monster that would if you sailed too close towards it, it would take like 6 members of your crew with you, no matter what you did. And Odysseus he needed to so he decided to go that way.
Yeah.
And Scylla took 6 of his crew members.
Oh wow.
And in case anyone is watching,
I think he had 12 crew members.
Pardon?
I think he had 12.
Well, he loses crew members along the way. And as I was saying, in case anyone is wondering, I have read the Odyssey and the Iliad.
Is it the book?
It's the book. So what's next after that? There's there is, I guess, one other story that I guess bears mentioning before we get to this image. There was Odysseus. He met this king somewhere, who having heard Odysseus' story up to this point, he gave him this magical bag that contains all the winds, and if you kept that bag and you kept it closed, and you kept you kept it closed, your journey home would be much easier.
Yes. I think I heard this part of from somewhere.
Yeah, but Odysseus's crew was apparently a pretty shitty crew, and they
Yes.
figured that Odysseus was hiding something valuable in
The sheep.
in the bag, so they decided to open it. And right before he got home back to Ithaca,
Yes.
and they started like flinging him backwards. SpongeBob, the SpongeBob SquarePants
SquarePants.
movie did something similar.
Yeah, they did it with they did it. Yes.
Yeah, so
With David Hufflepuff.
David Hasselhoff was
Hasselhoff. Yes.
well,
My bad.
Well, there was something similar that happened there, but not quite
Yes.
the same thing.
No, it's not.
So now this image is Odysseus and his crew land on this island,
Yeah.
which was controlled by this woman here,
Ooh.
Circe.
Could be Cersei Lannister.
Maybe she was the inspiration for that name.
Yes.
But she's probably just as wicked as Cersei Lannister.
Yes.
Hold on, I want to plug my laptop
Yeah.
in.
Don't pardon me. No, I should say that.
I mean, if I don't worry about it. I guess I could still keep talking, but
Yeah.
I'm going underneath the
Yes.
table,
Be
so
careful.
I'm going underneath the table,
Yeah.
so no point in
Yes.
speaking.
Just.
Probably can't hear me now.
Yeah. You got it. Be careful your head. We don't know accidents here.
Did I actually hit my head last time?
Yes.
I did. Oh shit!
Did you? Yeah.
I honestly can't remember. So
Yes.
where was I? Oh yeah. So Odysseus was doing something. According to that Simpsons episode, he was working on the anchor.
Really?
Yeah, but
I don't think it's true.
I mean, I don't know. I honestly can't
There's so many
remember.
stories. Anyway.
Well, yeah, with mythology, you can
Yes.
there's lots of different versions of the same story.
Yes.
So, yeah, well, Odysseus was doing something else. He was, Circe gave his crew some a potion, which was she told them was hey, this is really good. You should have it. But it turned them into swine.
Ew,
Yeah.
Slime.
Swine.
What's that?
Pigs.
Oh, yeah, you said.
Yeah, and they were and as depicted in this image,
That's far.
I'm guessing they were eaten by some lions.
Yeah.
Or wolves, possibly.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, this pig looks pretty chill, honestly.
Yes. That is really far.
Yeah, and Odysseus would have fallen for it.
Yes.
Except that he had Hermes, giving him advice. Hey, don't trust this woman.
Yeah.
So Odysseus was, he was able to get some directions away from Circe. And he had to sail through the underworld.
Yeah.
To, get back to Ithaca.
Yes.
And, okay. But, while that was happening, Odysseus's wife, and,
Yes.
she was getting under a lot of pressure to marry one of the possible suitors.
Yes.
Because they didn't know that Odysseus was alive.
Yeah.
And while that was happening, Odysseus was trying to make his way home. His wife,
Yeah.
I don't remember her name either. Sorry.
Same.
She was trying to put off like marrying somebody, and and their child, their oldest son, was also trying to help out his dad.
Yes.
So yeah, back in Ithaca, that was happening.
Oh wow.
But eventually, Odysseus does make it back to Ithaca.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but that's not what. But the story doesn't even end there. So he needed to go in disguise for a little bit, where he takes the form of this old beggar.
Yeah.
And he makes his way back to his palace. But just outside his palace, his dog recognizes Odysseus through the disguise.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is a godly disguise, so
yeah.
like the fact that your dog can still recognize you,
that's really incredible.
Yeah, that is really sweet.
It is.
Yeah. But unfortunately for them,
they didn't.
Odysseus still had to remain undercover, so he had to ignore his dog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and not only that, when Odysseus like walked away from that dog, the dog died of old age.
Aww.
Yeah,
That's sad.
yeah, probably the saddest part of this.
Yes.
Probably the saddest part of this story.
It is.
Yeah, and okay, then there's this part.
So this all fight start breaking loose.
You can say that. So Odysseus, he walked into where all the suitors were,
Yes.
and they were like, hey, get to the back of the line,
Oh, so
pops.
they were like fighting over who.
Well, okay, there was this challenge that they had to do where they needed to like string a bow and fire an arrow through a series of targets,
Yes.
and none of them could do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but not only could Odysseus do it, he did it easily without effort.
Yeah.
So then he stripped off his disguise and he says, "You're in my world now, bitches."
Yes.
So he, along with his son, kill all of the suitors.
Huh?
Yeah. Father.
Is that his son right there? With
Yeah.
The big, oh, wow.
Yeah, I assume.
Yes.
I mean, he is drawn pretty significantly younger.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
and we're still not done yet.
No.
Because we've also got so this is
Him and his wife.
yeah, him and his wife. You know what? This is really bugging me. I should look up her name.
Yeah.
So just give me a moment. You address the audience for a little bit.
It's. I like mythology. It's really good, fascinating though. It's really fascinating.
Penelope.
Penelope.
Oh man, I should have remembered that. That is almost like a cliche,
Yes.
pretty name. Okay, Penelope. Let's see. So, yeah, this is Odysseus with his wife Penelope.
Yeah.
Now, despite doing all that, back in his own palace, like Penelope is still pretty skeptical of that this guy is her husband.
Oh wow.
So she's like so she tells her servants, "Hey, why don't you bring my and Odysseus' bed in here?"
Yes.
But Odysseus is like, "Move out, bring our bed in here. That's impossible."
Yes.
Because Odysseus knows something that because Odysseus then tells a story that only he would know.
Yes.
So he cut down a tree.
Yeah.
And but he left the stump there, and from that stump he constructed a bed around it, and from that bed he constructed like their bed chamber around it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having told Penelope that story, she's like, "Oh my God, you are my husband! Oh, you're so I'm so happy that you're back!" Yay! And they all lived happily ever after. Maybe, I don't know. There's probably some.
Some of them.
There's probably some versions or some later editions that
Yes.
maybe put a damper on this happy ending, but whatever. So yeah, those are the two myths that we're talking about. But I figured we'd also take a look at some of the influences that these myths had on the had on
us.
had on
Generations.
in recent film, TV, video games, and we're gonna start with this is
God of War.
yeah, this is
Kratos.
this is Kratos versus Medusa.
Medusa.
And like I said, God of War is what got me into Greek
Yes.
mythology.
Same.
And yeah, that's Medusa right there. You meet Medusa in the first God of War video game where she's
and Assassin's Creed as well. She was in as well.
spoilers. Anyway, she's not.
Oh, my bad. Spoilers, my bad.
She wasn't that very much of a.
Yes.
She even though she's the second boss technically.
Yeah.
The fight with her is no different from
She's the hardest.
No. The fight against her is no different from the various other standard Gorgons that you fight throughout the game.
Yeah.
But what you get from her is that you kill her by ripping her head off, and then you can use her weapon to turn her head as a weapon to turn enemies into stone.
That is really good.
Yeah.
But when I played Odyssey, she was so hard to defeat. I was dying 10 times.
Yeah, I should probably.
So Forspoken, like,
No,
it's
no,
been
no.
like 2018. The game came out.
No, yeah, like
I know you don't have like time.
Well, I'm probably gonna finish Dead Space pretty soon.
Yes.
But what's the first game after after Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
There'll be Assassin's Creed originals, Sunskin Origins,
Origins.
Yeah.
Okay.
2017.
Well, I guess that's the one I have to play next.
Yes.
If I don't decide to play on something else.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I am gonna play a Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure.
Yes, yeah.
After that. So anyway, let's keep going
There's a new
because
Assassin's Creed game coming out next year.
this is another God of War character, or rather
is he?
another God of War interpretation of an ancient Greek character. This is Odysseus.
Oh, Odysseus.
No, not Odysseus. Perseus.
Oh, Percy looks so much different.
Yeah, he's got the helmet there.
Yeah.
And he's got the shield on his back.
Yeah.
Which okay, you use the shield to complete a puzzle.
Yes.
And Kratos kind of just like smashes the helmet.
Yeah.
He doesn't use it.
No.
Which is
He hates the gods.
it's kind of fitting for Kratos not
Yes.
to use a weapon that renders you invisible.
Yeah.
And this is actually Perseus was actually voiced by Harry Hamlin,
Oh, really?
who also portrayed Perseus in the 1981 film Clash of the Titans.
Oh, yes. Harry Hamlin, yes.
Yeah.
Is he married to Lisa Ham?
He's I think he is married. I think he has a son.
To Lisa Harry Hamill. Is it this one there?
Yeah, that's Harry Hamlin.
Yeah, he has 2 daughters. She's
Okay.
on the Real House of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna.
Oh yeah, I think I
Yeah.
I might have known that.
Yeah, 1, 2. Yes. She has 2 kids with his wife, and the third one could be his separate one. So yeah.
Well, what I also know is that for a little while he dated a woman that was several years older than him.
Yeah, it did.
Which hey, I appreciate that. I can agree with that.
Yes.
So let's keep going. Yeah, which is actually
He turned
we
70.
were just talking about this movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Clash of the Titans, which I think is a pretty good
I haven't
movie.
seen that.
I think it's a pretty good
Also the
movie.
rebooted one.
I think it's there's also that. But
Yes.
let's talk about this for a little bit. This movie is probably most remembered for its stop motion animation.
Yeah.
Stop motion creature effects by Ray Harryhausen.
Yes.
You see the Kraken. You see some scorpions.
Yeah, I can see it by pictures. Yeah, it looks different. Looks like these.
Yeah. That's Calabos that you were just on.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Calabos, close up, he was somebody in makeup.
Yeah.
But further away, they used the stop motion character, which I don't think is a bad decision.
It has Veritas on the Maggie Smith in as well.
Well, yeah,
Maggie Smith, she plays Professor not Umbridge
Professor McGonagall.
No, yes, Professor McGonagall.
Interestingly, if you read the books, there's no mention of how old Professor McGonagall is supposed to be.
Oh no.
And it wasn't until Maggie Smith started portraying the character that J.K. Rowling started kind of like writing a bit more of an age to her. So anyway, yeah, this movie is pretty good. It's got some pretty cool monsters in it. It's not really remembered as a classic, but it's
it is a classic.
It's an enjoyable movie, which can't really be said about the remake Clash of the Titans. This movie.
Is it Hades?
That's Perseus.
Perseus, but his mom was human.
What?
In this movie, right?
Yeah.
He was like was hid away from Zeus, like hidden away, like.
No, he wasn't hidden away.
He was living with the humans.
Yeah, he was living with the humans.
He has no memory. Oh, something like that. I haven't seen it in a long, long time. So my bad.
I mean, it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
It's probably got its defenders, but it's not.
It's
not very good. We can probably do a commentary on it.
It's got Voldemort actor who plays Hades.
Yeah, I know.
But this time he has a nose.
It's got some pretty, cool actors in it. It's got Liam Neeson. It's got Gemma Arterton. It's got
Gemma Arterton.
I mean,
Mads Mikkelsen.
the new fucking what's his name? Grindelwald. I haven't seen the new one.
Evans.
Yeah, Luke Evans. He's pretty sexy, I have to admit.
Yes.
So anyway, let's keep going with. There's this movie which is and there's also
The Simpsons one.
I guess we're looking at the Odyssey now, and this is Homer's interpretation of or rather the Simpsons' interpretation of the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Which I think was I don't know, the best segment of this episode was probably when the Simpsons did Hamlet.
Yes.
Which I think the funniest part of the Hamlet episode was that it's actually a very faithful adaptation of Hamlet.
Yeah.
Or fairly faithful adaptation of Hamlet.
Yes.
So let's move on.
Let's move on. That's a great episode.
I guess it bears mentioning that Perseus also is kind of a loose inspiration for the Percy Jackson books. Or at least maybe the first movie. I haven't read the books myself, and I've only seen the movies that were released during the 2010s.
Hercules.
Percy Jackson. And
Percy Jackson. I know the books, so I love it. I can't believe they're doing, the second was a flop, and so they're starting not to write no more, and since Disney bought Fox, so Disney actually starting to do the TV show. Okay,
let's move on. And there's also this movie,
Troy,
which was more of a I said that the Odyssey was an adaptation of, or rather a sequel to the Iliad.
Yes.
This movie, directed by Wolfgang Petersen, is an adaptation of the Iliad.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see on this poster, starring Brad Pitt.
It's got the guy also plays Ned Stark in as well.
Well, yes, it does. Sean Bean portrays Odysseus. Yeah. Now, I haven't seen this movie in its entirety. This movie, it was a box office success, but it didn't get great reviews.
Nah.
Apparently, the director's cut is better, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Same.
I have the movie on. I have the director's cut on Blu-ray, but I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet either. I remember we should watch it.
We've got a lot of stuff that we need to watch. We've still got 3 Halloween movies to watch for our Halloween episode, which I guess we're teasing that right here.
Yeah.
So let's what's after this one? Okay, I guess we're at the end of the line now. So
that was really interesting to find out.
Yeah. I didn't mean to. I didn't think I would. You know what? Now that I've thought about it, I didn't think this would happen, but I just figured out how to unify these two different myths.
Yes.
Okay. As this movie is an adaptation of the Iliad.
Yeah.
And we also talked about the Percy Jackson movies that were released during the 2010s.
Yes.
Do you know what both of these movies have in common?
What, fantasies? Making up stuff?
No, a specific actor.
The actors was in the same roles. They're both in the same...
No.
No, I'm not too sure. You tell me.
Sean Bean. He was in both those movies.
What?
Yeah, Sean Bean portrayed Zeus in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Really?
Yep, and like I said, in this movie, he portrays Odysseus.
Yeah.
Which is
Is he in the poster?
And he's not in the poster as far as I can see. Which I have to call okay, they made a movie based on the Iliad.
Yes.
And this movie, though not a huge critical success, it made money.
Yeah.
And you had Sean Bean as Odysseus.
Yeah.
Why didn't we get a sequel covering the Odyssey with Sean Bean as Odysseus? I would have watched the shit out of that.
Yes.
Even if the movie's shit, I still would have watched it just for Sean Bean as Odysseus.
Yes.
I mean, come on, you had Boromir as your lead star.
Yeah.
You had Ned Stark as your lead star. You had a Bond villain as your lead star. I mean, what the hell, Hollywood? Come on, give us the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Hell, I'll direct it.
Yeah. It'd be awesome if you did. It'd be a great director.
Yeah, I even know how I do it.
Yes.
Okay. this movie Troy. The gods were heavily involved in in the Iliad. Troy kind of cut out the gods. I'd say fuck that. Let's bring in all the fantasy elements.
Yes.
And after all this, after everything, Odysseus would tell this his story to Homer, the person that wrote the Odyssey and the Iliad.
Yeah.
And obviously because this is a movie with limitation, we'll have to change a few things around to make it work. And as Odysseus finishes telling his story to Homer, Homer could be like, "Wow, this was quite an amazing story. This will make a great. This would be great. Hey, well, thank you. You may take my story as you wish." And I know, and not only am I going to take it, I'm also going to make it better.
Yeah.
Really? You're going to make my story better? How will you do that? Just you see.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
that was pretty cool.
yeah, that was our Greek mythology episode. Kind of a how long did this episode go for?
For an hour.
Just over an hour. Just over an hour and 10 minutes.
Yes.
So yeah, this was a respectable length episode.
It
so
is.
I guess we can just call it
a night.
Yeah, I guess we can just call it So thanks for watching,
Thank
guys.
you
More
watching.
content coming soon. Sayonara.
We are so keen for this content coming up soon.
Oh yeah, thanks very much.
We are keen.
Yeah, I got.
It's a surprise, isn't it? Surprise.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.